Hello student, I am Vaibhavi Thakur and I will teach you economic subject of your 11th standard. In economic subject, here the index is available. Our first chapter is economic and introduction, second fundamental concept and terminology, third demand, fourth supply, fifth cost of production and concept of revenue, sixth market, seven Indian economic, 8 economic reforms, ninth national income, 10th budget and 11 economics thoughts. So we will start our first chapter, economics and introduction. Before starting our first chapter, I want to explain little things like what is economy. You heard the word economic as in your subject, as in the Indian economy, as in our state economy, as in our country economy. So economy is only the word you learn. You heard the word economy. So what is economy? Economic means the financial condition. Economy shows what? The financial condition. Financial condition of our country, financial condition of our state, financial condition of other countries. So economic shows the economic shows the financial condition. So here we are starting our first chapter, economic and introduction. So meaning of economics. You know, the economic means the financial condition. The word economic in Indian thoughts. So in Indian thoughts, word economic is Arthashastra, which in Sanskrit. In Sanskrit, we called economic as an Arthashastra. Economic, similar name. In Sanskrit, it's Arthashastra. Arthashastra means purpose or goal. Purpose. Any person has some purpose, any person has some goal. So goal and purpose are called Arthashastra. Arthashastra in Sanskrit means, in Sanskrit we create the name of Arthashastra. Arthashastra means science of benefits or purpose of practical life. Science of benefits. You create something, you do some activity, you do some systematic activity for the intention of benefits. So science of benefits or purpose of practical life. Purpose of practical life means you do anything in your practical life with some intention, with some purpose, that is called Arthashastra. So Arthashastra in other mean, the purpose of human behavior is to seek benefits. Any person do any little thing in his or her life with some intention. Or intention is always, an intention is always in the behavior of benefit. Every person wants some benefits. I do such a thing, I learn such a thing, I create such lecture, I listen another person lecture with the help of intention, with the intention of benefit. अगर मैं ये सुनूंगी, अगर मैं ये लेक्चर पढ़ूंगी, अगर मैं पढ़ूंगी, अगर आप पढ़ोगे, आप किसी के लिए कुछ भी करोगे, एनी पर्सन डू एनीथिंग फॉर अदर with the intention of benefit. So it is a behavior of human always thinks I do such a thing, then I get some benefits. I do such a thing, if I think I get benefit, then I can do. If I can't get benefit, I can't. Then next is the English word. Economics is derived from Greek word. We called English word economics. As we called Arthashastra is in Sanskrit word. So economics is an English word which derived from the Greek word. Greek word oikonomos. Oikonomos means oiko. Oiko means household. Second, I am telling you, the economic word, English word, derives from the Greek word oikonomos. Oiko means household and nomos means management. So hence economics means household management. You do any management of your house. You have few money and you maintain your house. You have more money and you adjust in your house in different things. That's called, it's your skill. It's called household management. Here the picture shows I have in one side I have number of I have much finance, and another side I have my house. So I have maintained my house with the help of this finance. So it's called household management. As like your father earns something, your earning of your father earning helps to maintain your house. Then economics in Indian thoughts. The history of Indian culture is almost more than 5,000 years old. So our Indian culture history is more than 5,000 year old. Indian philosophy depict various aspects of human life and provide insight into a way of life. So our Indian history shows that shows the way of human life, that the show of way of life, sorry. The four Purushastra, purpose of human being. Every person's have purpose, and human being's purpose divided in the four Purushastra. In Indian philosophy are dharma, means duty, arth means wealth or benefit, karma, desire, and last is moksha, the liberalization. We we doing all our thing depends on in the fourth Purushastra. To achieve the fourth Purushastra, we do all the activity. What is which the duty, benefit, desire, and liberalization. Then 2500 years ago, Kautilya, who is also named as a Chanakya, discussed in his book Arthashastra the purpose of economic activity undertaken by the state and society. So Kautilya is then another name is a Chanakya. He's discussed Arthashastra word in his book. He undertake the society and the nation in this concept of Arthashastra. According to the Kautilya, the intention of the human being is earth. So Kautilya is talk about the earth. Earth means wealth. The piece of the land which has human settlement is earth, and thus science explaining the purpose and utility of wealth creation on earth is called economics. So Kautilya is want to talk like the earth is a earth means wealth is a piece of land, and the person doing some science and explaining मतलब means इसका मतलब ये होता है कि कौटिल्य ऐसा बोल रहा है हमसे कि हमारे पास वेल्थ होनी चाहिए, अर्थ होना चाहिए, वेल्थ होनी चाहिए, लैंड, अ पीस ऑफ लैंड विच हैज़ ह्यूमन सेटलमेंट इज अर्थ, एंड दस द साइंस एक्सप्लेन द पर्पस ऑफ यूटिलिटी ऑफ वेल्थ क्रिएशन ऑन अर्थ इज कॉल्ड इकोनॉमिक्स. मीन्स जो भी कोई पर्सन है वो अर्थ का यूज़ करके, मतलब कि उसकी जो पीस ऑफ लैंड है उसका यूज़ करके, साइंटिफिक यूज़ करके कुछ क्रिएट करता है, कुछ यूटिलाइज करता है, उसे बोलते हैं इकोनॉमिक्स. इन शॉर्ट कौटिल्य ऐसा बोलना चाह रहे हैं कि हम जो भी पैसे हैं हमारे पास, जो भी लैंड है उसका हम यूटिलाइजेशन करें और कुछ नया इनकम, नई फाइनेंस, नई इकोनॉमी क्रिएट करें, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड इकोनॉमिक्स. ही इज़ द पिक्चर, ही इज़ द चाणक्य, the picture of Chanakya. Chanakya is known to be the author of Arthashastra and the Chanakya Niti. You all know that Chanakya is the smartest person, और उसने क्या क्रिएट किया है, एक बुक क्रिएट की है विच इज़ नेम इज़ अर्थशास्त्र नाम की. और अर्थशास्त्र नाम की बुक के अंदर उसने लिखा है कि उसकी अर्थशास्त्र कैसा होना चाहिए, और उसका अनदर नाम क्या हुआ, चाणक्य नीति. द अनदर नेम ऑफ द अर्थशास्त्र बुक इज इन चाणक्य नीति. Kautilya Arthashastra, Chanakya is the name of the Kautilya. So Kautilya and Chanakya are the same person. The page of his book is the first page of his book, front page. Next is the development of economic as a science in a West. Now we understand who is Kautilya, which types of book he created, and what about the topic he was discussed. Now we understand the development of economic as in science in a West. So definition of economic by Adam Smith. So Adam Smith is a father of modern economic, but Adam Smith find a first person who is giving the definition of economics. So is the development of science, economic as in science in West. Definition of given by economic given by Adam Smith. Economic is the study of nature and cause of wealth of nation. Economic is in study of definition. It is a definition which given by Adam Smith. Definition is what? The economic is the study of nature and cause of wealth of nation. That means economic ऐसे study है जिसके अंदर हम study करते हैं. एक ऐसे study है जिसके अंदर nature और cause, नेचर भी फाइंड करते हैं और कोजेस देखते हैं. वेल्थ ऑफ नेशन, हमारे नेशन की वेल्थ, आवर नेशंस वेल्थ एंड उसकी कोज, उसकी हम स्टडी करते हैं. वी विल स्टडिंग आवर नेशन, नेचर एंड कोजेस ऑफ आवर वेल्थ ऑफ नेशन. आवर नेशंस वेल्थ और नेचर और कोज की हम स्टडी करते हैं. इकोनॉमिक स्टडीज द एक्सचेंज ऑफ फिजिकल वेल्थ प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय लेबर. So Adam Smith want to tell that the wealth we generate is created by the labor. which the wealth we generate is created by the labor. Adam Smith wrote his book. Adam Smith wrote a book in year 1776, An Inquiry into the Name and Cause of Wealth of Nation. An inquiry of the name and cause wealth of nation. Remember this name of the book and the year of the published, because in exam one-liner questions always asked on the basis of this. Last, the most important point, Adam Smith is known as a father of modern economics. Adam Smith is known as a father of modern economics. Always asking these questions in your MCQ or one-liner. Next, the Wealth of Nation of Adam Smith. Is a picture of Adam Smith. Is the front page of the book of the Adam Smith. It is. Now next, the definition of economic by Alfred Marshall. First we learn Adam Smith. Now second we learn Alfred Marshall. We considered Adam Smith is a father. So Alfred Marshall in my language we consider as a duty like a son. He is not in reality a son. Just in my language I want to only explain you as in reality only Alfred Marshall is a finder. Definition of economy by Alfred Marshall. Economy is the study of mankind in ordinary business of life. Economy is a study of mankind in ordinary business of life. It implies that the everyday people usually seek material well-being. Alfred Marshall wrote a book in 1890, Principles of Economics. So Alfred Marshall is talking about the ऑर्डिनरी बिजनेस ऑफ लाइफ मैनकाइंड के बारे में वो बात कर रहे हैं, वेलफेयर के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, वेलबींग के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं कि भाई फाइनेंस तो बहुत सारा क्रिएट कर दिया. एडम स्मिथ क्या बोल रहा है कि एडम स्मिथ ने बोला कि भाई हमें वेल्थ के बारे में बात करनी चाहिए, वेल्थ बढ़ानी चाहिए, जितनी वेल्थ बढ़ेगी उतना बेनिफिट होगा. सो अल्फ्रेड मार्शल किसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं? वेल्थ तो बढ़ेगी बट वेलबींग पर्सन के बारे में सोचना पड़ेगा. ओनली हम फाइनेंस करते रहेंगे तो ह्यूमन बींग का क्या होगा? So Alfred Marshall wants to talk about the well-being, welfare of the society, not only the wealth but also the welfare. It is the word of Alfred Marshall. So Alfred Marshall wrote his book in 1819, the name of Principle of Economics. Next, choice and choices. So it is the topic about the choice making discussed by the Lionel Robin. So next, definition of economic by Lionel Robin. Definition of economy by Lionel Robin. Lionel Robin gives the definition. How allocate the limited resources which have alternative uses in satisfaction of the recurring and unlimited human wants in order to increase the well-being in a society. Lionel Robin wrote a book in 1931, Nature and Significance of Economics. What I want to tell you, the Lionel Robin wrote a book in 1931, Nature and Significance of Economics. Lionel Robin wants to tell that we have a limited resources and we have number of want. If you don't know, the definition of economics is, our definition of economics told us that the limited resources and number of wants, to satisfy those resources by this want, that is called economic. So Lionel Robin wants to tell that we have a limited resources and we have to satisfy all our wants. So that is called economy. Lionel Robin wants to tell. लियोनेल रॉबिन ऐसा भी बोल रहे हैं कि हमारे पास बहुत सारे पैसे नहीं है, हमारे पास लिमिटेड फाइनेंस है और हमारी जो भी डिमांड है, जो भी वांट्स है, जो भी नीड्स है वो बहुत सारी है, तो उसको फुलफ़िल करना है टू इंक्रीज़ द वेलबींग ऑफ सोसाइटी. और उसके साथ साथ हमें सोसाइटी का भी सोचना है, नहीं कि हमारे पास पैसे है तो उतने खर्च कर दो या नहीं है तो मत खर्च करो. एनी पर्सन नेसेसिटी है उसकी तो वो फुलफ़िल करो भी करी और नहीं भी करो, ऐसा नहीं. वो ऐसा बोल रहे हैं कि हमारे पास जो भी पैसे है उसका हम प्रॉपर यूटिलाइजेशन करें कि जिससे सभी की जो भी नेसेसिटी है वो फुलफ़िल हो और उसके साथ साथ दूसरा क्या हो तो इंक्रीज़ हो वेलबींग ऑफ सोसाइटी. हर एक इंसान सेल्फिश ना हो जाए, वो सोसाइटी के बारे में भी सोचे, ऐसा उसने बोला है. तो लियोनेल रॉबिन वांट्स टू टेक चॉइस मेकिंग कि हमारे पास जितना है उसको हम टोटली यूटिलाइज करें. सो हियर द tells about the scarcity. We have the limited resources and we make the alternative uses of this. Read this, the scarcity, unlimited wants and the needs but limited resources. So Lionel Robbins talk about the availability of resources is limited and we have number of needs. So we just achieve all the needs, we fulfilled all the needs and wants with the intention of the well-being in society. Next, here the picture of the front page of the book of Lionel Robin. The Lionel Robin on the principles of economic analysis, and the Lionel Robin, he is the picture, he is the person, is a Lionel Robin, it is a person. Now next, definition of economy by Paul Samuelson. Paul Samuelson gives a definition of economics. Economics is the study of how people and society end up closing. How people and society end up closing with or without the use of money. With money or without money, it is the definition. It is the definition which combine of Adam Smith and Lionel Robin. सॉरी अल्फ्रेड मार्शल. विथ और विदाउट. विथ मनी मीन्स एडम स्मिथ. एडम स्मिथ बोल रहा है फाइनेंस के बारे में, और विदाउट मनी बोल रहा है, कौन बोल रहा है? अल्फ्रेड मार्शल. के भी हमें वेलबींग का सोचना चाहिए. विथ और विदाउट द यूज ऑफ मनी टू एम्प्लॉय द स्केर्स प्रोडक्टिव रिसोर्सेज दैट कुड हैव alternative uses to produce the various commodity over time and distributing them for the consumption now or in future along with the various person in the society. In short, Lionel Robin wants to tell that कि हमारे पास जितने रिसोर्सेज अवेलेबल हैं, फाइनेंशियल और नॉन फाइनेंशियल, दोनों का कंबाइंड करके यूज़ करके कुछ ऐसा प्रोडक्शन क्रिएट करो जिससे सभी की जो भी नेसेसिटी वो फुलफिल हो. So in this short, Paul Samuelson wants to tell that Paul Samuelson wants to talk about growth and development. Again, I want to telling you Paul Samuelson talk about growth and development. First, Adam Smith is want to talk about wealth. Alfred Marshall talk about not only wealth but also well-being. Next, Lionel Robbins talk about scarcity, available resources and maximum utilization of these resources to satisfying the needs. And last, Paul Samuelson want to talk about Paul Samuelson talked about the growth and development. He wrote his book in 1947, Fundamentals of Economics. So Paul Samuelson wrote the books Fundamentals of Economics. He is the person, Paul Samuelson. Now next, economic activity and non-economic activity. You already know what is economic activity. In which activity you pay the money, you giving something in exchange of you exchange the finance you give the finance in the exchange of money, you exchange of the goods and services. So it is called economic activity. Or non-economic activity which are free of cost, as in your senses of definition. First, economic activity performed with the purpose of getting economic benefit in the form of income, involving exchange of goods, services of factors, as well as involving the cost, is called economic activity. Economic activity means if you purchase something you have to pay money, if you get something you have to pay money, you get services you have to pay money. So in short, economic activity in which the economy involves the money transferring is also involved. It's called economic activity with the economic benefit. Here the example: eating in restaurant, satisfied need in incurring expenses. You create expense but satisfied your needs, that is called economic. Watching the movie in theatre, for watching movie you have to purchase the tickets of theatre, so tickets of movie, so it is also economic activity. Work in one's own farm as a labor, you work in other farm as a laborer is an economic activity. You work of labor and get the finance. Next, get employed in school to teach, as like me, I am working in your school and I get the financial benefit from your school, that is also called an economic activity. So in economic activity, any activity the economy or finance is involved, it is called economic activity. Benefits of economics is involved. Now next is non-economic activity. Non-economic activity is activity which is performed without the specific purpose of obtaining the economic gain is called non-economic activity. Non-economic activity means not including the finance. Not including finance, not any intention with getting a financial benefits, that is called non-economic activity. Here the example, charitable activity, you give anything to any person for free of cost. Yeah, you make charity, you gives a finance in charitable trust, it is called non-economic activity. You can't get any financial benefit from this. Next, the affection, it means emotion. In emotion you gives all your finance to the any beggar, so it is called non-economic activity. Then compassion, sympathy. In sympathy you helps to your friend, you help any needy person, it is called non-economic activity, because in the non-economic activity no any intention of getting financial benefit. Okay, but economic activity, non-economic activity we complete. Now in our next lecture we talk about the macro and microeconomics. Okay, thank you beta, thank you so much.